Hello, everyone. This is Reggie, the Paramedic to RN guy. You guys have tuned in to the Paramedic to RN info series. And today I just wanted to talk about the traditional program versus the Paramedic to RN bridge. So, what is the bridge? Keep in mind, I can only speak from my experience with the college that I went to. So, let me get in it. So, um, just from my research before I decided to get into nursing, when I was researching programs, I ran across a program called Excelsior. I'm not speaking on Excelsior. I don't know much about Excelsior based on what people are telling me. So I went through a community college, a brick and mortar community college about an hour and a half away from me. And they had a paramedic to RN bridge program. So when I looked at the bridge, I looked at the requirement to get into it. The bridge was only accepted 10 paramedic students. They also had a LPN to RN bridge that accepted 10 students as well, 10 LPN students. So the breakdown of the course was uh, we had to have our prereqs, and my program alone, you had to have an associate's in EMS. I had an associate's already in EMS, and just by my luck, my prereqs were already taken because I had the EMS degree. I also had to take the TEAS test, and it was a competition. I mean, we all had to fight for 10 slots, and I can honestly say that I'm lucky that I was selected as one of the 10 students to attend the paramedic to RN bridge. So what the bridge is was just an accelerated way of getting into the nursing program, which I thought would be easy, but it wasn't because the traditional students did 2 years of nursing school. The only advantage we had was we had 3 semesters, but the first semester is an accelerated first year. So we basically did the same courses that everyone else did as far as the traditional students. The only difference was that our first year consisted of 3 nursing classes, whereas the traditional group they had a whole year to complete those. So we did nursing 111, 112, and 114 in 16 weeks. It was a lot of information thrown at us, and we wasn't considered nursing students in the program until we passed this bridge course. It consisted of class time, clinical time, lab time. We had a teaching project. We had to do everything the traditional students did in 1 year. We had to do it in 16 weeks. We also had to have benchmarking exams as well. And the unique thing about our instructor was naturally we couldn't cover everything because there was not enough time, but we were still responsible for knowing the information. So it was a lot of studying on things that we never had lectures for. But of course, during this time, you also have a pharmacology class that we was taking. So our first semester, we took 2 classes. It was the bridge program, NER 215, which was the paramedic to RN bridge, and also we took the nursing 117, which was nursing pharmacology. Our second semester, they bridged us in with the LPN students because they wanted to keep the classes small. So we had the paramedic to RN, and then we had the LPN to RN, who was all in the same class. We did OB, which was NER 213. We did leadership, which was NUR 212, and we did med surge, which was in NER 211. So we had 3 classes that we had to attend, labs and clinicals, still benchmarking, and but the classroom was small. Still a lot of information thrown at us. The last semester, they bridged us all in together: traditional students, the LPN to RN, and also the paramedic to RN for our last semester, which consisted of critical care. Uh, One thing I would tell you is that it was really good. We all got to learn from each other. So, what were some of the advantages? I would say with the bridge program, I would tell you I did feel like some of the foundation um, kind of stuck out. We really realized that we didn't get a lot of the good foundation that the traditional students got. But it kind of helped us because as we did clinicals, they kind of helped us out on some of our shortcomings. We helped them out on some of their shortcomings per se. For example, um, I had to figure out what was a gait belt. I had no idea what a gait belt was, or different ambulatory devices, how to properly bathe your patient. Some of those basic skills that they learned in the early semesters, we didn't really get a chance to touch on those really much. So I did feel like some of the foundational stuff could have helped us during the class. Of course, when you get out here in your nursing practice, you'll learn everything you need to know. So nursing is totally different once you graduate, but we're talking about the school environment. Uh, and also, doing in the traditional class, they had some paramedics that decided they didn't want to try to compete to go through the bridge. They just went through the traditional way. So I would say if you're a really fast learner, you can catch up the concepts really well. The bridge is definitely for you. But if you really want to take time, get a really good nursing foundation, and just to kind of take your time and go through it step by step, brick by brick, I would definitely recommend a traditional program. All right, hopefully, guys, I've answered your question. But for more detail, keep in mind I blog my whole nursing school experience, and it's located right on this page. And you guys can go check it out. And I'll see you guys later.